Welcome back to our WorldBuilder recap. I woke up with an urge to make progress on the path I had started previously. I started to cut down some more trees that were located between my mountainside home and the village. After I deemed enough trees to be cleared, I started to fix up the path, making it further back so it would have a much smoother escalation. After finishing the floating walkway of dirt, I started to outline the walkway, so I could get an easier idea for how steep I wanted it to be when it was finished. I stepped back to take a look at the work I'd done. Fortunately, I was pretty happy with it so far. I will say, though, my amount of dirt has completely depleted, and I will need to gather some more resources soon. I also wanted to try some bricks in the side of the house to add some extra depth. It also goes nicely with green, so I thought it would look good. Now it was nighttime, so I took one last gander at the village, and then went to sleep. As I slept, I thought I should make getting better tools a priority for tomorrow. Today, I went in with the goal of acquiring diamond. After finding some berries and some grown wheat, I went towards the large cave in the back of the mountain. Once entering the cave, I was immediately attacked by mobs from all directions. Eventually, I stumbled upon a small pool of lava and started strip mining from there. Not finding anything, I realized it was time to go to sleep. The ground here sure is hard, but this is the best I can do for a bed while down in the caves. Waking up on the hard deep slate is one of the hardest things I've had to do. But after getting a very small amount of sleep, I'm still able to keep looking for diamonds. Mostly just redstone and gold was all I seemed to find. Suddenly, just when I had given up, there they were. 4 shiny blue rocks right in front of me. After gathering them, I wanted to head back. My back hurt from the hard ground, and it was dark and creepy down here. During my ascension, I did end up spotting something out of my corner of my eye. A single diamond standing out, ready to be mined. I gathered it, and started to go straight up. Upon arriving to the surface, I did end up noticing my village nearby, and the mountains soon followed. It was still daytime, as I wasn't able to get much sleep during the night, so I did end up climbing, and spent some time organizing my inventory, and playing fetch with my dog. The diamonds I found will bring a new era to the world in which I build. Tomorrow, I'll put these diamonds to good use. I crafted myself a diamond pickaxe and got myself a water bucket. Obsidian mining is just as much of a pain as I remember. Then I was able to make myself an enchanting table and become the shiny man I always wanted to be. A wild wolf walked into my enchanting room, so I placed the door so I could come back to it later with some bones. I made myself a nether portal in the side of the mountain and went through it, hoping for a safe spawn. On the other side, I found myself in a soul sand valley near a basalt delta. The bone blocks would be useful for the future, so I grabbed those. I explored a small amount, finding the nether wastes and crimson forest biomes. I noticed some nether brick underneath the basalt delta. I guess I know where to find some blaze rods in the future. Returning to the overworld, I found that it was already dark. I tried giving the wild dog a bone. No luck. Well, it's time to finally get some rest. I started off today by wanting to work on my food source. I went to dig a small hole in the wall in order to farm some wheat. Realizing I was still lacking in the dirt department, I looked around for some dirt to mine. I noticed a small patch of dirt in the ice that wouldn't be missed, so I traveled towards it and started digging it up. I finished the farm, planted some seeds, made a fence so I could no longer fall off the balcony I'm on, and grew some wheat with some bone meal. Tomorrow, I'll have food plenty. Today, I was aiming to collect some farm animals to bring them back up to my base. Specifically, I was looking for cows. I don't remember seeing any cows on my journey thus far, so I went to the village to see what I could find. While at the bottom of the mountain, I took a moment to see what my base looked like from down here. I filled up my food source and traded some sticks with the Fletcher. The Fletcher was so grateful that he offered me a great deal on a new bow. I graciously took the offer and continued looking around. While exploring the outside of the village, I remembered I had needed to get some extra sand and dirt. I headed back to my place, replanting the sugarcane along the way, cooked up the sand in the furnace, and started decorating around my farm. Afterwards, I used the glass I heated to enclose my open window with some glass panes. I also added some greenery to the front of the house to make it look less flat. Perhaps tomorrow I'll end up looking for some cows.